Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing all right. But if you're not, that's all right. It is a cold, freezing, beautiful morning. So I got my gloves on. Well, one of my gloves on. But like I said last night, we're going to be doing a lot more live streams. Going to be doing a lot more live streams, a lot more hanging out together, a lot more reaching our goals together. And part of that commitment for me personally was, hey, why don't I do a little IRL live stream in the morning, since I have about like 30 minutes a day where I'm just chilling in the car. What up, Reggie? Good to see you, bro. Good morning, man. Or whatever time you're at right now. You're like across the world, so whoever really knows what time. But yeah, I want to be a little bit more committed to the channel, and now that things have kind of slowed down with the move and with the new job, and now that I've settled into hating my new job, I want to be able to no, I'm thankful and grateful that I even have a job, but it's rough, you know. And I think, like, when life kind of piles on top of you a little bit, it's hard to get after the things that God's put in my heart to really, like, live out, you know, and namely one of them being this channel. Thank you. Yeah, I try, man, you know. I gotta show up, you know what I'm saying? But I figured, you know, I take this little commute time to kind of be my IRL, just to kind of check in with you guys, let you guys in a little bit on the real life, and then when I get home from work, we can game and hang out and all that stuff, which we will be doing later today. We had a lot of fun last night during our live stream. What up, Flair? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna try to start doing these kind of like morning live streams while I'm on my way to work, because I'm really trying to reach my goals this year. You know, I kind of, at the end of last year, we had a lot of things going on. We couldn't really live stream as much. We couldn't really make content as much. But we're getting back to it now. You know, kind of at our own pace. But dude, that is awesome, brother. Yo, congratulations, man. I am so happy to hear that, man. Good for you, man. That is awesome. That is awesome, dude. Praise God, man. I am so happy for you, dude. That is so awesome. What if you, and you don't have to share this in chat, but I'm just curious if you wanted to share the story of how that happened, man. That's amazing. That is super cool. I'm very happy to hear that, man. Very happy to hear that. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, everyone has their own beliefs, but in my opinion, you know, Jesus is definitely the way, man. Once I encountered him, there was no going back after that, bro. You know? Keen to watch all the recent vids. Going through hell. I'm sorry to hear you're going through hell, man. I totally get it. I mean, like, I'm very grateful and fortunate to be where I am, but mentally, man, it's been hell for the past couple weeks, you know. There's a lot of pressure from like the higher ups at my job, and I perform well under pressure. I don't perform well under irresponsible authority, if that makes sense. So I've been really struggling recently. There's like this Bible verse that says, you know, we work unto the Lord and not for men. And I've been really trying my hardest to live that, but it's hard because, like, when someone pisses me off at work, like if they're my boss and they're just telling me something dumb, it's hard for me to imagine that I'm working for the Lord and not for an idiot. So for me, like, I'm just trying to keep a level head recently, and it's been hard, you know. I get very caught up in my mind, but it's one of the reasons I want to start doing more IRL streams, and just kind of like, I remember Ty V kind of reached out and was like, hey man, you know, I want to do a campfire live stream, and I haven't been able to do those in such a long time. And I feel like we just kind of need to bring that vibe to the channel back, where we can just kind of talk and be real about all the things that are kind of going on, you know, and just kind of chill. I think for me, it's like, it's so tough for me to be consistent about something like YouTube, just because the past 2 months it was moving into a new spot, getting acclimated to a new job, and I don't want this job to like take over my identity, you know, and become like the only thing that I do, because it's driving me fucking crazy. Thank you, man. I appreciate the love, Reggie. I appreciate it, man. Oh, awesome, Flair. That's so cool, man. Good for you. Praise God, man. I'll definitely be praying for you, bro. That's amazing news, man. The actual, I mean, there's a lot of good things, but the best thing about Jesus, man, is he doesn't require you to be perfect before you can have a relationship with him. He calls you into a relationship with him, and his perfection shines through you the closer you get to him. And yeah, man. He's a really good friend to talk to on your worst days. Yeah, you know, that is extremely wise, Reggie. Authority is often given to people who seek power, not people who deserve it. And yeah, campfire lives, man, in terms of just the vibe of like us kind of sitting around and talking, you know, God is a real G. God is the G. But yeah, man. And you know, like for me, I'll admit it, guys. Like, and you've seen me play more Rivals. Like I struggle with anger sometimes, man. Like I struggle with getting mad, especially when people like do me wrong, you know. And like, dude, it's so hard for me when I'm at work. Like if my boss says something like passive aggressive, or like does something passive aggressive, my natural instinct is to be like, hey, so fuck you. But like you can't say that at work. So like I'm just sitting there like, yeah, you know, this is some bullshit actually. Like, and for me, like my one of my faults is that I'm very authentic. It's like it's a gift at some points, but honestly, sometimes, dude, it is such a fault, because like the world is built on kind of like masks and like, you know, pretending, you know. It's like, especially like business is just like a big lie. You're just basically lying to everybody. I'm a store manager at a retail place, so like obviously I'm the boss where I go, but like I run things very differently. Like I look at leadership the way that Jesus looks at leadership, where you're like serving the people that you're with, you know. And I try my best every day to be a good example and to try to be like open and honest with them, you know. But like the people above me, they don't do that shit. they don't care about like humility. They don't care about honesty. It's just like numbers for them, you know. Get that. That's their job. It's just hard for me some days to like acclimate, you know, because I have such like a creative mind. I have like such like a different mind, you know. Like I'm not really someone who just like can shut off my creative side, you know, and just like become like a businessman, you know. Like I think business is extremely important, but there's a in my opinion there's like a Christ-like way to run business, and most businesses don't do that. That's why most businesses fail, man. And just be praying for me, guys, because like it is tough. Like this is the job that pays the bills right now, you know, and it gets things done. But I genuinely want to hop on here and just be honest with you guys. Like I'm struggling, man. Like it's a lot of pressure to keep this job and to like try to chase after this YouTube thing. Like it's a lot of pressure, man, that I put on myself, not from anybody else. And I'm just like, I'm right at the cusp of being able to like make something happen. with YouTube, but not enough to be able to do it full time. And it's been a lot. It's been a lot on my plate, which is why like I haven't done any videos and I haven't done like any long form, because it's a lot. So just be praying for me, guys, if you pray, because your boy is struggling, man. Like I wake up every morning. Like this morning, I woke up knowing I had to go to work, and I was like, "Fuck!" Like it's never ending, you know. And I think I just long for, like, I want to be able to work for, as much as I long for a job like this, where I can hop on live streams and I can make videos and I can do what I want, you know. But I can't just like wish for that and like hope it comes to me. I have to actually work for it. And that's just where I'm struggling right now, is like I haven't, like I'm in a really good spot right now, right? Like I'm in a place where no, 100%, dude. I totally agree with you. I'm in a spot where like most people would kill to be in, but I just, because I'm so creative and I'm so like I long to have a creative job, it's hard for me to stay in like full-time jobs where I'm just like, you know, doing business stuff all the time, you know. But you know, I'm thankful. I'm very thankful for my job, and I'm thankful for what I have. And I'm trying not to let what I want become too much of like a burden to me, you know, because that's what desires can become. They can become a burden, you know. Thank you, man. No, seriously, Reggie, I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, you have no idea how badly I need that right now, man. It's like, because like most people don't even understand, like I really be every single day like wrestling with my own mental health, right? Like it's a struggle, man. Mental health is a struggle, and like, you know, depression is very real. You know, all the other issues I deal with are very real, and so some days I'd be thugging it out, you know, but some days, dude, it'd be beating the shit out of me, you know. And it's like, sometimes with mental health, you just kind of feel caught in this whirlwind of life that just keeps going and going and going and never stops. And that's genuinely how it's felt lately. It's like, holy shit, like this is so much. Like this like life thing is so much. And no, I appreciate you saying that, man. It's tough, man. My inner battle in here can be pretty rough some days, but that's where Jesus comes in, you know. Like the truth in the Bible for me really helps me get through these times, and the truth that Jesus speaks really helps me get through these times, like especially when he says, like, you know, do not be anxious about tomorrow, like about what you're gonna wear, what you're gonna eat, or, you know, where anything's gonna come from. Like, look at the birds, man. Like the birds are doing fine. I think you're gonna be all right too. You know, and you might be right, Flair. You know, it's like there's a lot that goes on like every single day for someone who, you know, works full time and is pursuing a dream and is like maintaining a relationship. Like there's so much in that, you know. And some of my therapy is the channel, is playing video games and talking with you guys. And there's been some days where live streaming like brought me out of a funk, you know, because it forces me to talk and it forces me to get out of my head, you know. And that's really what this channel has become for me, is like a way for me to get out of the isolation that I put myself in a lot of times, you know. And I do put myself in that a lot of times, honestly. Everybody does. Everybody needs like some kind of outlet, you know, to like speak their mind and to be heard, you know. for me growing up, it was like I was very like silenced a lot. So like in my adult years, I struggle a lot of times with like speaking my own mind, because it'll be like, oh, like no one gives a shit about that. But then I remind myself that that's not the way it always is. There's certain people that there's certain safe spaces that I can create for myself where I can express myself and I can, be honest about what I'm thinking. And I think for me, like when I first started this channel, that was like the intention, is to like create, like I think the first live stream I ever did was called Gamer Therapy, actually. Because I wanted this channel to be a place where people feel, including myself, welcomed to be honest and welcome to express themselves. Because there is like obviously like a certain aspect of like branding and like business, but even within business, like you can still have honesty and transparency that transcends numbers. And that's kind of my goal here too. It's like, regardless of who's watching, regardless of who's tuning in, being able to withhold a level of authenticity that frees myself and anyone else from the burden of isolation within their minds, But it's tough. It's a lot easier said than done. Like if you're anything like me and you grew up with a lot of people telling you that they don't care, or just people not even, acknowledging your existence, it can be tough the older you get to acknowledge your own existence, because oftentimes we allow the external affirmation of the world to define who we are inside. But it wasn't until I started like developing a relationship with Jesus that he taught me you need to develop an inner conviction that changes how you look at the world around you, instead of the other way around, instead of allowing the world around you to define how you feel inside. And allowing, it's like that one verse that says, I think it's Psalm 20 verse 7. It says, some trust in chariots, others in horses, but we trust in the Lord our God. And instead of trusting in man, instead of trusting in the opinions of man and what other people think of you, for me, it's been so helpful to dwell on and to meditate on what God says about me. That he created me, that he loved me, that he cares for me, that he's near to the brokenhearted, like it says in the Psalms, that he hears the cry of his children, things like that, And these are like the small things, the small truths, or I guess you could say the big truths that really helped me through really dark periods. And it's been a dark period for a little bit, like a lot, like externally everything's okay, but internally it was dark for a bit there, because it's been so busy. And if there's one thing that I hate, it's being busy. Like busyness consumes our culture to a point where it's like, if you're not busy, people think that you're like lazy, and I hate it. It's like, dude, I love nothing more than just to sit down and relax and take a moment, because the busyness of everything creates this like underlying noise that is unbearable sometimes. It's like, why is there so many things to do? Like, who created all of these things to do? Like, why is there so much shit to be done like on a daily basis? So for me, like, I've been so busy for the past, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, that it's just now getting to a point where I feel like I can like breathe a little bit, just a little bit. And doing these live streams really helped too. And like even last night, I was talking with my wifey, like, I want to be more intentional about doing these live streams and getting back to doing what I love, because there's kind of a correlation. Like in the past couple months, I wasn't doing as well, and I also wasn't doing as much with the channel. And like the more that I do with the channel, the more inwardly satisfied I feel, because it's like, this is what I love to do. I love to I love to talk about things like this. I love to hang out with people and play video games and, you know, entertain and things like that. Like, I need to be able to connect to what means a lot to me, you know. Hey, I appreciate that, man. You know, there's a lot of times like when I say stuff that people are like, man, that's good advice, but then I myself like find it difficult to actually listen to the advice. I'm like, damn, I should probably listen to myself sometimes. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But I'm kind of thankful for like this little commute, and that's why I even wanted to like live stream it, because it's like a good amount of time that separates me from when I leave to when I get to work. It would be nice if it wasn't like, it's not really like a long commute at all. It's like probably like 25 minutes. So it will be like a short IRL stream in the morning when we go to work, but it's kind of nice. Like, it gives me like a time, like sometimes I'll like pray during this, you know, and just like talk to God and be like, hey, I'm not doing all right, man. You know, but what up, Kieran? Good to see you, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate everything you do to support. Hope you're doing well, Kieran. We're just doing kind of like a little IRL commute stream, since I'm just kind of committed more to live streams in the channel. Just figured I'd do like a little live stream on my way to work. It's like about like 25-30 minutes of, you know, that I can spend with you guys before I head into the job. But not too much, man, not too much. I'm gonna be working today till about like 5:30 or like 6, I think. And then when I get home, gonna have some dinner, and then we're gonna play some games, man. We're gonna have ourselves a grand old time, my boy. But I figured, like, you know, like I was saying last night during the live stream, like, I just want to be able to do this more, you know, like I want to be able to just put more effort into it, really, and just try to do it every day, and just try to like discipline myself into that, you know. But in all seriousness, thank you, Reggie, thank you, Kieran, thank you to everybody who like watches this, because like I kind of, there's a lot of times like I'll look back at myself and I'm like, man, you are not doing nearly like enough, like with what you have, you know, like I'll look at myself and be like, man, you kind of fucking up right now. But I really appreciate every single one of you who are like loyal to the channel. Like, even if it's only a couple of you, like, I'm thankful for each and every one of you, because you make this a reality for me. Like, you help me to actually discipline myself to like make content and to like get on here and like talk and like open up, which is really important. And it helps, like, a lot of you like thank me, but like I have to thank you guys, because it helps me more than anything, honestly. Like, live streaming and having this channel is like, it's kept me sane most days, to be honest with you. Like, just being able to get on here and like, whether it be like talking like a live IRL stream or just like gaming, it's like, it helps me a lot, because the day-to-day grind of like having a full-time job and doing this, it drives me nuts some days, like, truly, pun intended, because I'm driving, but it like, it gets to me some days, man. I'm like, fuck. Like, you know, it really gets to me, and I don't know if y'all can feel this, but it's like, I was one of those kids when I was younger. I was like, I want to be an adult so bad, and then I grew up really fast, became an adult, and I'm like, yeah, this was a scam. This adult thing was a scam, and I missed so much because I just wanted to grow up, wanted to be an adult, wanted to get out of my house that was very chaotic, and now that I'm an adult, it's like this what I call the inescapable responsibility of life weighs down on me most days. And I think that the easiest way for me to carry it is my relationship with God, number one, my relationship with my amazing woman, and these creative outlets. Like, it's the only way that I can make sense out of the crazy weight, the inescapable responsibility of being an adult. So I'm pretty much almost at work, but I won't end the live stream until we actually get there. But like I said, I definitely want to do these more, guys. Like, pretty much I work like 5 days a week, so we'll definitely get more IRL streams. We're definitely gonna stream tonight. See if we can get back to Bronze 1 and make our way to Grandmaster. But no, in all seriousness, like, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate every single second that you take to watch my live streams, or that you take to just listen to me. To be able to make this YouTube thing a reality, and to make this my actual job so that I don't have to fucking drive to another job, it's gonna take a lot of work and discipline from me. And I'm gonna do my best to keep myself accountable by doing live streams like this, and hitting go live even when I don't feel like it, and making content even when I don't feel like it, because as much as I may want it to be a reality, I have to work for it. And that's sometimes what's hard for me, is like, I'll just sit here and be like, man, I really hate having to go to work and do all this crap. I really wish I could do this, but then I don't put in the effort to actually make something else happen, right? So I just wanted to be honest with you guys about that, that's where I'm at, that I'm trying once again to make this thing happen. And obviously it doesn't happen overnight. For some people it does, but for me it will not. I mean, it could, you know, God could absolutely make that happen, but for like the most part, for the majority of it, it has to be my hard work, and it has to be my determination and my discipline to be consistent with this. So that's part of the reason I'm even going live this morning, is to talk to you guys, to open up a little bit, and to be honest about where I'm at in this journey, that I really want this thing, you know, but it's gonna take, it could take years. It could take 10 more years of doing this. Who knows, dude? I'm only a couple years in, really. But regardless, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful to have a platform. I'm thankful that even one person watches me. Like, it could be zero. Like, there's some people who go live on YouTube all the time and it's just zero. But I get like 2 or 3 of y'all, and that's more than enough for me, because that means that you guys are kind enough to want to take any time out of your day to watch this idiot babble on about random stuff. So I am pulling into work here. It's almost exactly 30 minutes. I was right. Obviously I can't live stream at work. I gotta get shit done today, but I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys have a great day, whatever time zone you're in. Maybe it's nighttime. Hope you have a great night, whatever it is. But I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tonight. We'll probably be live around like 8:39 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you hit the bell notification. Make sure you're ready for that. Grab your snacks for later, whatever you need to do. But regardless, your boy Moonkid will be live later. Appreciate you guys hanging out for this short little live stream. Love you guys. Be kind to yourselves. Be excellent to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, gamers.